It's the What a Weird Week show. Hop, pop, cop, and flying cats. What a weird week for Friday, December 8th, 2023.
Hi, everybody, it's Weird.
This is like crazy being here.
Really weird tales.
Well, I got a great show for you today with some wonderful weird stuff.
Hi, friends. I am Scott, and this is the What a Weird Week show, your weird news catch-up in a top 10 countdown. If you want audio, video, show notes, you can click shownotes.page.
Shownotes.page.
This is Season 4, Episode 63, first published Friday, December 8th, 2023.
10.
Kicking things off this week, the Hopper and the Copper, the kangaroo that got arrested in Ontario, Canada. The escaped kangaroo got a little punchy with cops during the arrest. This happened in Oshawa, Ontario, east of Toronto. Kangaroo got loose last Thursday and was on the run last weekend. And then early this week, CBC reported on the kangaroo's recapture. The animal said to be in good health despite a weekend in the wild. After receiving expert advice from a kangaroo handler, police officers just grabbed it by the tail. Who knew? Up here in Canada, we don't know that kind of stuff. You just grab a kangaroo by the tail? This made news because the kangaroo hopping alongside the Trans-Canada Highway. I mean, that's not something you see every day. But also, the kangaroo punched one of the arresting officers and the body cam footage got released.
There's the dangerous part. Yeah, there I got it. Okay. It's okay.
If you want to see that, click the show notes. By the way, the escape happened like this. Kangaroo got loose from a truck bound for a zoo in Quebec. It hopped over its handlers and made its escape when they were pulled over.
9.
Number 9, the most read article on Wikipedia for 2023 was ChatGPT. At time of recording, it has close to 50 million page views. The top 5 are ChatGPT, who died in 2023, 2023 Cricket World Cup, Indian Premier League, and Oppenheimer at number 5. Wikipedia is not for profit. Maybe if one of those articles tickled your fancy, maybe you want to kick a couple of bucks towards the Wikimedia Foundation. We'll put a link in the show notes. A top 10 of weird stuff. What a weird week. The show.
8.
Number 8 is the golden mole that is back, you guys. No, I'm not talking about something that my dermatologist and I have discussed. I am talking about a mole, a tiny little mouse-like animal, the golden mole. Researchers have been trying to find the golden mole in South Africa for months now. They're described as very timid. Not the researchers, the moles. The moles are very timid. Some of the researchers were timid as well, but we're talking about the moles. They are very timid. They sort of swim through the sand. They have very good hearing, so they will hear you coming and hide. The last official sighting of a golden mole was in 1936. There was concern maybe these moles had gone extinct. They did not go extinct. They're still around, you guys. One of the heroes of this story is Jessie the Border Collie. If you're a dog person, you might want to click the link because Jessie helped sniff out the trail of these elusive moles. It maybe wouldn't have been possible without Jessie the Border Collie. Now that we know there are moles, where the moles are, maybe we can set about hunting them to extinction. No, I mean saving them from extinction. I really meant saving them. Sometimes my sarcasm doesn't cut through.
7.
Okay, number 7. This one is from Hoops over at UPI. Hoops is if you're new to this program, Hoops is kind of the weird news guru at United Press. I know it's weird news, and you gotta report stuff like this, Hoops, but I don't know. I'm gonna try to get through it. A fake deer that you use for target practice for bow hunting was vandalized. Luckily, the owner had security footage. It was a real deer that damaged the fake deer. You're piecing this together. The real deer seemed to fancy the fake deer. They fell in love. The deer statue's legs fell off during the courtship. Anyway, can I stop at that? Maybe we can just move on now. If If you want more on the story, there is a link in the show notes or shownotes.page. This is What a Weird Week.
6,
Number 6, the garden ornament turned out to be a bomb. It wasn't the bomb, like, hey, your garden ornament is the bomb. No, it was an actual bomb where they had to call the bomb squad to dispose of the thing. Mr. and Mrs. Edwards of Milford Haven, Pembrokeshire in the UK used to bang their gardening tools on this bomb to get mud off their gardening tools. Almost like a scene from a delightful British comedy show. The previous owner of the house where the Edwards live found that bomb around 100 years ago and put it in the yard as a decoration. It was a 64-pound naval projectile. The other day, the Edwards got a knock on the door. It was a police officer who said he had spotted the explosive and, expect the bomb squad. The thing was removed and detonated in a remote location. The Edwards were sad about that.
5,
Number 5 this week, the lady who threw a burrito at an employee in a Chipotle has been sentenced to working in fast food. This happened in Ohio. At sentencing, the judge said, "This is not Real Housewives of Parma." Parma, Ohio. The lady was convicted of assault after a September outburst that was captured on video and shared to social media. Some of the court dialogue was quite fantastic. The lady apologized in court for what she did, but then also kind of doubled down on how disgusting looking her food was. The judge was like, well, I bet you won't be happy with the food you're going to get in jail. The lady has to pay a fine and work at a fast food place for at least 20 hours a week for 2 months. Also has to serve 30 days in jail. Dear friend, you are listening to the What a Weird Week show. It's weird news. It's top 10s together in a marriage that seems to work.
4,
Number 4, the world's first AI written law gets voted in. Now, they think so. They think maybe it's the first AI written law to get voted in. Is anyone else surprised that it wasn't something about bowing down to our robot overlords? It wasn't. It was actually a helpful law for human beings. This is in Porto Alegre, Brazil. I mispronounced most of that probably. No edits this week. Let's just keep moving. So anyway, in this city in Brazil, they had a piece of legislation which it's about not being charged to replace your water meter if it gets stolen. I don't know if they have water meters where you're at, but where I live, you have a water meter. They charge you tax based on how much water you use. Well, if somebody steals your water meter, you don't want to have to pay for replace. It wasn't your fault you got hit by the water meter bandits, right? The wet bandits hit your house. Well, you don't want to have to pay for that. Anyway, it seemed fair and good, this law where you won't be charged to replace your stolen water meter. The legislation was voted on and passed, and then someone on city council revealed that the entire thing was written by a chatbot. The councilman thought it would be distracting if he revealed the thing was written by AI before the vote. It's kind of my paraphrase. If you want the whole thing, click shownotes.page.
3,
Number 3, the top advertisement of 2023. This is according to Adweek. First, number 2, McDonald's Grimace birthday.
Happy birthday, surprise!
Since he was born, Grimace has always had a birthday. And since he's had a birthday, he's always had it at McDonald's. So this June, we're all invited to the party with a special shake to celebrate.
Grimace, through the years, celebrating birthdays at McDonald's. Different snapshots, different eras. Here is the number one ad of the year according to Adweek. No, there's no clip. It's just a billboard of Barbie. It's the all pink billboard. So much pink for Barbie, and the billboard that is all pink, that is the number one best ad of the year according to Adweek. If you want to see that billboard, the award-winning billboard, you can click shownotes.page or just imagine a big pink rectangle. We're getting close to our number one story, the weird stories of the week, the What a Weird Week show. Honorable mention. Gonna play the soundbite here. Coco the flying cat gets honorable mention this week after a video of this cat from Newfoundland, which, by the way, to our international friends, that is how most of us pronounce it, Newfoundland. If you want to go Newfoundland, you can, but that usually denotes, like, we'd be able to say, hey, you're from away. So Newfoundland, this cat, Coco the flying cat, it got picked up by the Canadian press, like the National News Service. Coco the cat got chased up a power pole by a dog, and after being stuck up there a while, the power company was called. An employee climbed the pole to rescue Coco, and then just as the power company hero was about to make the rescue...
It's okay. Coco! Coco! He's gonna help you, my love. Coco! You go in the house, get treats. I know. Watch he don't scratch you. Oh my God! Oh my! Oh, here, check on my cat.
Coco jumps off the top of a very tall power pole. In the end, Coco landed safely. Coco is fine, you guys. What a showboat. Number 2, another publicity stunt that knocked it out of the park. I don't know if our research team did not get back to me on how far-reaching Nestle turtles are. Are you familiar with Nestle turtles? We have them here in Canada. Our international friends, perhaps you don't have Nestle turtles? Anyway, imagine some chocolatey treat that is delicious that oftentimes you would give during the holidays. Then you got yourself essentially what the Nestle turtle is. Okay, so this is in Toronto. You go into a store. It's a fast-paced time of year. You're shopping, you're hustling, you're bustling, right? And you see one of these digital speed limit signs inside the store, like the sign they would have on a busy street or in front of a school that flashes when you speed, and it's like, slow down. Okay, you got one of those, but it is judging your walking speed, your walking and shopping speed at the mall. And the sign tells you to slow down. The sign even gives you a citation. But wait, it's not a speeding ticket for shopping too fast. Instead, it's a delicious Nestle turtle to enjoy while you slow down and really enjoy the holidays. That was the publicity stunt that got in the news this past week. Well done, PR department for turtles. This portion has not been sponsored, but my goodness, turtles can be delicious. Catch up on the weird news of the week with What a Weird Week. This show. You guys?
1.
Okay, number 1, here's the headline. This is from neurosciencenews.com. Headline is Optimism linked to poor decision-making and lower cognitive skills. What the H? So one of the takeaways is if you're excessively optimistic, there may be a correlation there with lower cognitive skills, verbal fluency, fluid reasoning, numerical reasoning, and memory. Why? What? Why? You can't even be optimistic anymore. Something else from this study, if you are someone with a higher cognitive ability, you're better at balancing being optimistic and being realistic. I don't know about this one, you guys. As somebody who, I try to stay upbeat, optimistic. I got my jingle bells on, just thinking about Christmas time and shiny new year, trying so hard to be optimistic. And apparently there's some sort of correlation that I'm a sluggard. I'm a sluggard, you guys. And pessimistic people are going to have to be in charge of all the decisions? I don't know. You can do a deep dive on this. I am going to, you know what I'm going to do? Just take a deep breath, take a step back from this, maybe come back to this article, when I'm in a better mindset. That is that and that. Thank you for listening to the What a Weird Week show. If you want show notes or links to all the stuff we talk about or podcast stuff, go shownotes.page. If you are listening live on the stream, thank you. Every weekend, we are a part of the programming on Funhouse Radio. You can ask your smart speaker to play Funhouse Radio or click the thing where the doobly-doo is. Stay optimistic, friends. Hey, a little bit.